Recreational marijuana, the answer to America's problems. Should recreational marijuana be legalized? This topic has been heavily debated in the US and worldwide. Researchers have been weighing the pros and cons of the drug more now than ever. The pros of cannabis outweigh the cons, and it's time to legalize recreational marijuana throughout the United States. Recreational marijuana has been proven to save the lives of those suffering from opioid addiction. Marijuana use has been proven to decrease the number of those needing treatment for opioid abuse, along with decreasing mortality rates. A study published by the National Bureau of Economic Research in 2015 found that states allowing medical marijuana showed a reduction in opioid treatment admissions, totaling 15%, with a 16% reduction in opioid-related deaths. In states allowing legal marijuana dispensaries, a reduction of 28% in admissions for opioid substance abuse treatment. Admissions was shown along with 32% reduction in opioid-related mortalities. Medical marijuana requires a prescription. Not all Americans have immediate access to health insurance, and not all of those with opioid dependencies have obtained the drug with a prescription. Recreational marijuana allows for dispensaries and for individuals to grow a regulated amount of marijuana for personal use. Law enforcement in our criminal justice system. The state of Nebraska, where marijuana is partially decriminalized, showed that marijuana arrest rates totaled 7,430 of the 10,455 annual drug arrests. Cannabis alone equated to 71% of all drug arrests. Nearly 600,000 people are arrested for marijuana possession every year in the United States. This equates to about one arrest every minute. In 2017, only 92 people were sentenced for possession of marijuana. The average cost of processing one misdemeanor is $1,697, which includes prosecution, defense, and court costs. Recreational marijuana would save thousands of people every year from the aftermath of being arrested. A criminal record can cause a person to lose their job, stop them from finding gainful employment, among other consequences. Economic benefits. The state treasury in California estimated that recreational marijuana generates a minimum of $1 billion each year. In January of 2015, Colorado recorded pot sales totaling $36.4 million for recreational marijuana. This allowed the state to allocate an additional $2.3 million for schools. Within 1 year of recreational marijuana being legal in Colorado, 18,000 full-time jobs were created. With federal legalization, it is expected that 782,000 jobs would be created immediately, with an expected rise to 1.1 million within the next 10 years. Recreational marijuana and drug cartels. Since the legalization of recreational marijuana in multiple American states, the amount of illegal marijuana being trafficked from foreign countries, such as Mexico, is rapidly declining. In 2011, Mexico reported nearly 23,000 murders. In 2014, 2 years after the legalization of recreational marijuana in Colorado, the number decreased to 15,649. Ironically, prohibition is a complete failure when it comes to keeping young people from using drugs. Despite decades of DARE programs with the simplistic "just say no" message, 50% of all teenagers will try marijuana before they graduate. Prohibition has been proven to be an ineffective way to keep teens from trying drugs. The legalization of marijuana allows the government to regulate the drug. Instead of prohibiting marijuana, as we do now, we could treat it like we do cigarettes and educate our youth on the dangers of underage smoking, such as the long and short-term effects that smoking marijuana may have on their health when using the substance at a young age. Advocates of the legalization say marijuana is significantly safer than tobacco or alcohol. A recent study published in Scientific Reports, a multidisciplinary research journal, found that marijuana users had a lower risk of mortality than users of 9 common addictive substances, including alcohol, tobacco, and amphetamines. Marijuana has a near zero chance of overdose, and unlike cigarettes, it has not been tied to lung cancer. Recreational marijuana would allow Americans access to cannabis for medical purposes without having to first consult with a doctor and obtain a prescription. There is no association between the legalization of recreational marijuana and an increase in fatal crashes. Now more than ever, America needs an agenda for real change. Legalization of recreational marijuana is the change America needs.